Hello, everyone, and welcome to the new season of the Purposeful Life Show with your host, Adrian Starks. I'm excited to share some new updates of the show with you, starting with a new look, sound, and energy, as well as a variety of guests coming aboard with intriguing topics of conversation. I hope you enjoy the new level of energy that will be brought to the show. Thank you for all of your support since the very beginning in 2019. Wow, it's been 3 years already? Because of you, the Purposeful Life Show is now in the top 5% of all podcasts globally, and we aim to get it into the top 1%. Continue listening to the show and share it with others. You can also now listen to the show on my Facebook page at Adrian Starks, where you can comment in real time and communicate with me about your aha moments. Thank you again for all of your support, and let's make this one hell of a year and be purposeful about doing that. Wishing you all much love and success. If everyone wants to change something in their lives right now, why is change such a challenge? Why are so many individuals and organizations languishing, stuck, and frustrated? It is because they cannot accept, address, and embrace the changes swirling all around them. On our episode today, I will talk about how to embrace change to grow forward. Welcome to the Purposeful Life Show on the Champion Up podcast with Adrian Starks. If you're looking for the ideas that could be your breakthrough for change in your business, career, or personal life, this podcast is just for you. Join Adrian as he speaks on topics of self-development and interviews a variety of entrepreneurs, business owners, and thought leaders to reveal their ideas and solutions to success and its challenges. Subscribe to the show and leave a review. It's time to champion up and be a courageous creator of change. Welcome back, my champions, my courageous creators of change, to another episode on the Purposeful Life Show with your host. I am Adrian Starks, and thank you for listening. I want to check in with you guys to see how you all are doing out there across the world. I know right now it is a very challenging time for everyone as we're all being hit from certain angles with different problems. The problem right now is that there are challenges that we are facing that we're unable to see our way through. Today, I want to talk about how to do that because I believe truthfully that we can get through these challenging times, and we must. Things will always be challenging to us throughout our lifespan on this planet. This is something that I do know. It's called living and growing. We can't avoid the situations involving the stretching of our minds or even our confidence. Even if you are prepared, something can come around and impede our momentums and slow us down. If we are not careful, it can completely derail us from our course of action. Right now, people are being derailed from their course of actions. Changes are a great challenge as many are paralyzed by uncertainty, fear, and doubt. There is a way to deal with these unexpected changes to keep you moving and growing forward despite the unsurmountable challenges you are facing right now. I'm going to share an experience with you I had in 2019 that put me into an uncomfortable position where I had two options: either act on it or freeze. In 2019, I had one of the biggest talks of my career, speaking to over 800 people. There was about 5 months of preparation for this talk, and I put my heart and soul into it. It was about embracing change and growing forward. Seems to be very significant for the global crisis we're all facing currently. You see, everything up to that event was going as planned. That evening, I was in my zone, and when I get in my zone, it's game time for this champion. So I'm backstage with the tech crew. My lapel mic was just placed on, and they check me to make sure everything else is working. I'm told I have about 15 minutes before I go on. So I'm thinking, great. I'll walk around, loosen up, visualize myself doing exactly what I have planned to do, serving my audience with a compelling speech. I did not know I would be tested on my own words: accept, address, and embrace change right then. The MC accidentally calls my name out of order. Suddenly, a tech from across the backstage yells, "Adrian, you are on now!" And he is swinging his arms, and I felt like in the movies, when everyone is going in slow motion. So I'm running, and the crowd is clapping so much where, you begin to have that awkward moment where they are thinking, do I keep clapping or do I slow down? Yeah, that happened to me. Right as I turn the corner, I remind myself that this is my time. I stop, compose myself, and walk out on the stage as if everything was all right. I shake hands with the MC. He apologizes under his breath, and I deliver a powerful talk receiving a rousing standing ovation. The point here is that I moved with change instead of fighting against it. I could have resisted and thought, well, I'm not ready, and it would have showed all over my face and in my speech. Now, I did 3 things in that moment that I will share with you to help you adjust to your current situations that are challenging you to the core. The first step is accepting the change. I knew I couldn't change that my name was called out of order. Currently, right now, what are you resisting or refusing to just accept and move forward despite the discomfort? It could be a loss of income. A lot of people are facing that challenge right now. The question here is, what can you do with the current income that you have? And start devising a plan to use that income to move forward and to have a plan to see how you can get more income. There's always opportunities in challenges. You're never out for the count. The second step I took with this talk was I addressed the change. I walked into the challenge and composed myself. It was self-control of my mind. I knew I was ready. I just needed to trust that I was. Currently, you can walk through your challenge or go backwards, but you can't stand still. This is how people feel miserable or lean into depression, fear, and anger. Look at it this way. What word is inside the word challenge? That is change. You can change your situation by moving through it step by step and not standing still. The third step I took was embracing change. That is owning the situation. Don't blame or look backwards to why you were not ready for it. It's here. If I would have looked at the MC on the stage with annoyance or anger, and trust me, I didn't have it at that time, neither do I have it, but if I would have done that then and there, I would have lost sight of the opportunity to experience the moment with the audience. When we take on a situation and work with it instead of against it, this prevents frustration and getting stuck in the problem instead of finding a solution to it. I want to provide you with some more solutions to getting through your greatest challenges this year. Go and watch my talk to learn more about how you can accept, address, and embrace change. I'll put the link in the notes section, and you can also find it on my website at championup.net. I am going to leave you with a powerful quote from Bernard Shaw. People are always blaming circumstances for what they are. I do not believe in circumstances. The people who get on in this world are the people who get up and look for the circumstances they want, and if they cannot find them, they make them. Think about that quote from Bernard Shaw. People who can't find their circumstances, they get up and they make them. Right now, you can make some circumstances for yourself wherever you are, despite the challenges you are going through. It's called accepting, addressing, and embracing your change. Remember, change is inevitable. We can't avoid it. We can certainly move with it and grow forward beyond that circumstance. Until then, I encourage you to be that courageous creator of change in your life. This is the Purposeful Life Show on the Champion Up Podcast with myself, Adrian Starks, and thank you for listening. Subscribe to the show and connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube at Champion Up with Adrian Starks. Go to championuppodcast.com to be inspired by more life-changing content. Until then, I encourage you to be that courageous creator of change in your life.